Hey, I'm Lisa Fox, and in this video I'm gonna bust open the biggest and dumbest myth people believe about weight loss and getting in shape. And if you accidentally believe these myths, you'll find that you're not losing weight and seeing positive changes in your body nearly as fast as you should. You'll find that the longer you're starving yourself to death and avoiding macronutrients such as carbs and fat like a plague, the longer it's actually taking you to see the weight drop, muffin top disappear, and the waistline getting smaller. Or worse, you're not even seeing any changes at all. And if it's not just about the number on the scale or how clothes fit your body, maybe all you want to do is just be healthy and active. When you believe these myths, you'll find that you do same old boring cardio routine over and over again that only leaves you exhausted in the end, as opposed to giving you energy and getting you fit. So let's jump right in. Big myth number 1. If you want to lose fat, you have to eat less. Nearly every diet out there focuses on lowering your caloric intake and increasing your overall level of activity, and rightly so. The problem comes when dieters believe that by dramatically reducing their caloric intake, it'll help them shed the weight and keep it off. It's important to gradually reduce your calorie intake so that your body's natural system doesn't shift into starvation mode, which triggers your system into believing that it has to store food as fat for as long as possible. You also need to watch out for a disruption in your body's natural metabolic pace, as dramatic reduction in calories can actually slow it down, making it harder to shed those pounds. So it brings us to the conclusion that when it comes down to losing weight, losing fat, getting fit, getting in shape, you don't necessarily need to eat less. Sometimes you actually need to eat more, because it's the quality of food that matters, not how much you eat. And you'll find when you give your body a good balance of nutrients, you won't even want to eat a lot, because the food that you're gonna give it is gonna satisfy you and keep you full longer without wanting you to eat a whole lot. And this is the principle that I built my 30-day meal plan on, so that you won't have to deprive yourself from all of those amazing meals while seeing those inches disappear. Big myth number 2, eating carbs will make you fat. I see so many people make this mistake, it's insane. They avoid carbohydrates like a plague on a fallacious belief that it makes you fat. So let's go a little deeper and see how carbohydrates get digested in our bodies and take a closer look into this process. As carbohydrates get digested, glucose, the effect of insulin excretion, either gets burned by our body if we need immediate energy, or else gets stored as fat. Okay, more seriously though, after consuming a meal that consists mostly of carbohydrates, the level of insulin in our body suddenly spikes up, and then after a short period of time, goes down. This effect causes us to be hungry only after 2 or 4 hours from our last meal, leading us to a vicious circle of getting hungry, eating, and finally storing fat. The way I personally go about carbs in my diet is by going low carb. So what I do is I lower the amount of carbs in my diet, but not completely eliminate them. When you do this right, you'll actually experience having a really nutritious and vitamins-packed foods that will lead to a faster metabolism, which would lead to burning fat and ultimately to you getting into your best shape possible. I go much more deeper about this in my Go Low Carb manual. And the one thing that you'll notice while being on my 30-day low-carb meal plan is that you'll be very well fed while seeing your belly shrinking. There's nothing better than that, isn't it? Big myth number 3. In order for you to lose weight, you have to cut out all the fat from your diet. Okay, first let me tell you this. There are 2 kinds of fats. There are good fats and there are bad fats. Bad fats, like trans fats and saturated fats, this is what we have to stay away from. Yes, good fats actually support our system and our metabolism and help us burn calories faster and promote weight loss and fat loss and help us be healthy and lean. For the record, it actually can harm your system if you eliminate all fats from your diet. We all need fats in our bodies to survive and to feed our muscles and encourage growth. So never make a mistake in eliminating good fats from your diet. Stay away from bad fats, but good fats, you have to have them. Big myth number 4. Gym is the only answer in getting in shape and staying there. Look, when it comes down to you losing weight and getting into your best shape possible, gym is not be all and end all as a solution to your problem. So many people have it all wrong. It's one thing if you go to the gym for classes and do actual workouts as opposed to wasting your time taking selfies, hanging out in the bathroom, or waiting for a certain machine to be available. I've gone to the gyms and I saw what people do there, and believe me, it's far from effective workouts. And if it sounds like you better stop doing that, because trust me, that's not something that is gonna slim down your waistline. Especially taking into account that all of those machines at the gym are pretty much useless. I guarantee you can get a much better workout either outside, breathing clean, fresh air, or in the comfort of your own home, like in your living room, or if you have a certain area dedicated to working out. Plus, gyms smell bad and they're full of germs. So get it out of your mind that it's an absolute necessity for you to go to the gym in order to get or stay in shape. To be honest, it's been forever since I went to the gym the last time, and I have no desire to go back there ever again, even for classes. But that's a topic for another time. And the last big myth for today is number 5. Long cardio sessions are the best for burning fat. A lot of people believe that, but it's definitely not the best way to burn fat. Rather, high-intensity interval training with the use of free weights for a shorter period of time is the best and most effective way to burn fat, especially because your body burns fat up to 24 hours after you're done training compared to an hour or two after slow cardio. So definitely there is no need to working out for hours and hours, because at one point it becomes ineffective. On the premise of high-intensity training that combines both bodyweight exercises and free weights is exactly how I structured the workout segment of my BetterSlimmerYou program that is so simple for beginners to do, yet powerful and challenging to burn those extra calories, burn that fat, shed those pounds, and get you insanely fit. And that wraps up this video. Those are the 5 big and dumb myths about weight loss and getting in shape, busted wide open. So set aside a few minutes and keep reading everything I have for you below.